after 3, 4 days. And SSP can tell her that has happening in Senton so often because we fail. Just a simple thing. And that's why I'm asking you all this today. Let us be our neighbors' wake up call. If we don't have time to stop and talk, but we can WhatsApp. Huh? We can WhatsApp. WhatsApp. You know. One of the things that I do when I'm alone at home, my neighbor is across the front. The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is to open my front door. I ain't afraid. Anybody want to look inside, look inside. But you open it. So the morning I don't open that door, my neighbor will know that something is wrong. And if I'm not there, I tell her. So it's very easy for us to begin to live normal. As I was sharing with SSP, it's a different thing. I have to be careful. I can't say to people, "Hi, love, how are you?" Those days, I remember when I was younger, we used to be able to say it, and that was love was genuine. Now it's sexual harassment. This is where we have reached a very unhappy lifestyle where we cannot embrace each other. Now, the swearing in ceremony, commission ceremony, will be done according to district, and you all have your writ, and we'll call you by district in groups who will affirm, and then you swear, and we'll go along in that direction.
We'll start with Gail. We'll start with Gail. I'll just call him up here. All right. We'll be starting with the Gail District. When I call your name, please stand in the front. And please forgive me if I butcher your names. Jacinth Maureen Haldane, Ordia Hay, Murdell Mackenzie Rattigan, and Adolph Rob.
No, no.
Oh, he's on his way.
He's after.
Oh, okay.
You face me.
Face the custards, please. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Thank you.
You have the oath of allegiance, right? And you have the other one. You look at the second one, the affirmation. Right? And you'll call your name, right? Not together. You'll call a name, then you call a name, then you call a name, and then you all read the thing. So you call first, then she said, because we don't want nobody forget to call their name. Huh? So the oath of allegiance. What happened? No, no, it's all right. So and it's the affirmation. Hmm? I That was the oath of office. So we are going to do the oath of allegiance now. That's the top one. Hmm? I Right. Congratulations. You move across and you sign the copy. Mr. Rob.
Next, we'll have Adolph Rob, who will be swearing in.
Yeah. Okay. I have to lift up the Bible. Okay, well, and then we start. Third one, right? The oath of allegiance first. I
swear that I will faithfully bear allegiance to the Jamaica, that I will uphold and defend the Constitution, law of Jamaica, that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibility to the people of Jamaica, wherever they go.
oath of office.
I, Adolph Rob, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do part to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica without fear or favor, affection, ill.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Next will be the retreat district, and for affirming, we'll have Andrew Waldman. And next we'll have Anola Thompson. She's for swearing. She needs to get the Bible, get ready.
You're doing the
He's affirming.
affirming. The second one. Oh, is the wrong one? Hello. And you should only have the affirm. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I, Andrew Steve Wildman, do solemnly, sincerely, and true and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. I, Andrew Steve Wildman, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usage of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. Congratulations. Okay.
I, Anola Marie Thompson, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. So help me God. I, Anola Marie Thompson, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, so help me God. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, we'll have Prospect District, Natalie Anthea Staines Gordon, and she'll be affirming.
Oath of allegiance.
I, Natalie Anthea Staines Gordon, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
Oath of office.
I, Natalie Anthea Staines Gordon, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulations. Next, we'll have the Orocabessa District, and for affirming, we'll have Nicole Cameron and Kevon David Antonio Johnson.
Call your name. Oath of allegiance.
I, Nicole Olive Cameron,
Johnson,
do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. I, Nicole Ola Cameron,
Johnson,
do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulations. For swearing, we'll have Charlene Andrea Edwards, Tracy Ann Farrell Coleman, and Olivine Laverne Harrison.
call a name after the song. So you do the oath.
I, Olivine Laverne Harrison,
I, Charlene Andrea Edwards,
do
do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge
my
to the
responsibilities
people to the
to
people
the
of
people of
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
So help
Help
me
me
God.
God.
Oath of office.
I, Olivine Laverne Harrison,
Charlene Andrea Edwards,
do swear
that
I will and I will
will
well
well
and
and truly
truly
serve
serve
the
the
people
people
of
of
Jamaica
Jamaica
in
in
the
the
office
office of
of Justice
Justice
of
of
the
the
Peace
Peace
for
for
the
the
parish
parish
of
of
St.
St.
Mary,
Mary,
and
and
I
I
will
will
do
do
right
right
to
to
all
all
manner
manner
of
of
people
people
after
after
the
the
law
laws
and
and usage
usages
of
of Jamaica,
Jamaica,
without
without
fear
fear
or
and
favor,
favor,
affection,
affection,
or
or
ill
ill
will.
will.
So
So
help
help
me
me
God.
God.
Thank you. Next will be the Port Maria District. For affirming, we'll have Elisa Anika Serena Kalnick, Norman Winston Robinson, and I just learned that Emisha Latoya Jackson is not present.
Affirming or
Affirming. These two.
I say, call your name. No, when I say, after I say I, you call your name, then your name, and then together you do the affirmation. I,
Norman Winston Robinson,
I, Elisa Anika Serena Kalnick,
do
do
solemnly,
solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely, and
and
truly
truly
declare
declare
and
and
affirm
affirm that
that
I
I will
will
be
faithful
faithful and
and
bear
bear
true
true
allegiance
allegiance,
to Jamaica, and that I will
uphold,
uphold and defend
defend the
the Constitution
Constitution
and
and
the
the
laws
laws
of
of
Jamaica,
Jamaica,
that
and
I
I
will
will conscientiously
conscientiously and
and
impartially
impartially
discharge
discharge
my
my responsibilities
responsibilities to the
to the
people
people
of
of
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
oath of office.
Winston Robinson,
I, Elisa Anika Serena Kalnick,
do
do solemnly,
solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely,
and
and
truly
truly
declare
declare and
and affirm
affirm that
that
I
I will
will
well
well
and
and
truly
truly
serve
serve the
the
people
people of
of
Jamaica
Jamaica
in the
in the
office
office
of
of
Justice
Justice
of
of the
the Peace
Peace
for the
for the
parish
parish
of
of St.
St.
Mary,
Mary, and
and
I
I
will
will
do
do
right
right
to
at
all
all
manner
manner
of
of
people
people
after
after
the
the law
laws and
and usage
usages of
of
Jamaica
Jamaica,
without fear or favor,
favor,
affection,
affection,
or
or
ill
ill
will.
will.
Congratulations. For the District of Port Maria, for swearing, we'll have Donna Marvin Brown, Oral Robert Campbell, Elith Antoinette King, Richard Samuel Osmond Mason, Patrick Augustus Nemard, Linvia Smith Geddes.
Start from left. I, and then the chorus.
I, Patrick Augustus Nemard,
I, Elite Antoinette King.
I, Oral Robert Campbell,
I, Donna Marvin Brown.
I, Richard Samuel Osmond Mason,
I, Linvia Calise Smith Geddes.
do swear
we swear
that I will be
faithful
And bear allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
Oath of office.
I, Patrick Augustus Nemart.
I, Elite Antoinette King.
I, Oral Robert Campbell.
I, Donna Marvine Brown.
I, Richard Samuel Osmond Mason.
I, Linville Calise Smith Geddes.
Do
Swear that I will well
and truly
serve the people of Jamaica
in the office of Justice of the Peace
for
for
the
the
parish of
parish of
St.
St.
Mary,
Mary,
and
and
I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica,
without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next will be Islington District. For affirming, we'll have Sarita Anita Henry and Maxine Angela Simpson Garvey.
Let's start with you then. I,
I, Sarita Anita Henry,
I, Maxine Angela Simpson Garvey, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
oath of office. I,
Sarita Anita Henry,
I, Maxine Angela Simpson Garvey, solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the law and honest of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next, we'll have the Anata Bay District. For affirming, we'll have Carl Anthony Jackson, Trishana Kizima Thomas.
I know we love her. I,
I, Carl Anthony Jackson,
I, Shoshana Kasima Thomas, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica.
that's also right. Let me see yours. Affirmation. Oh, we have to start all over.
Says the allegiance first and
Huh?
it's allegiance.
Let me see. To transfer that I received for the true and that's correct. No, starting all over.
Okay. All right.
I, Carl Anthony Jackson,
I, Shoshana Kasima Thomas,
do
do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
Oath of office, no?
I, Carl Anthony Jackson,
I, Trishana Kasima Thomas,
do
do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. For the Anatomy District, for swearing, we'll have Sean Anthony Allen, Don Ray Alamore Fielding. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name.
I,
Sean Anthony Allen,
I, Donnery Alomar Fielding, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
oath of office. I,
Sean Anthony Allen,
Donnery Alomar Fielding, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. May God.
congratulations. Caxton to affirm Jacqueline Kennedy Phillip.
I, Jacqueline Kennedy Phillips, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
Oath of office.
I, Jacqueline Kennedy Phillips, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usage of Jamaica without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulations. For Castleton District, for swearing, we'll have Yolan Aldine Stewart.
Swear. Bible. I, do swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
the oath of office. I,
Yolan Aldine Stewart, do swear that I will well and true serve, I, Yolan Aldine Stewart, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Jamaica in the office of Justice of the Peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica without fear or favor, affection or ill will. So help me God.
Congratulations. Next, we'll have the Highgate District, and for affirming, we'll have Anita Joyce Grant.
sorry, glasses. You're affirmed, right?
Yeah.
I,
I, Anita Joyce Grant, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica.
Oath of office.
I, Annetta Joyce Grant, do sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will well and truly serve the people of for the parish of St. Mary, and I will do right to all manner of people after the laws and usage of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection, or ill will.
Swear will have Sharina Adela Valentine, Nicole Siegel, Henry Johnson, and Michael Audley Lay.
Hold the Bible in the right hand. Hold the Bible in the right. Right hand is not only the one with 5 fingers, but it's the one that is up on the bed. Start with you. I,
Nicole Sigel Henry Johnson,
I, Sharina Adela Valentine,
I, Michael Audley,
do swear
do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Jamaica, and that I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Jamaica, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of Jamaica. So help me God.
oath of office. I,
Nicole Henry Johnson,
I, Sharina Adela Valentine,
I, Michael Audley,
do swear that I will well and truly serve the justice of the peace
for the parish
of Saint Mary, and I will do right all manner of people after the laws and usages of Jamaica, without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God. Congratulations. Have another round of applause for our new Justice of the Peace. Carl Anthony Jackson, Trishana Kisimatis, Sean Anthony Allen, Don Ray Alomar Fielding, Yolan Aldine Stewart, Jacqueline Kennedy Phillips, Donna Marvin Brown, Oral Robert Campbell, oops, thank you, sir. Appreciate this. Sorry. Elite Antoinette King, Richard Samuel Osmond Mason, Patrick Augustus Demard, Linvia Khalees Smith Geddes, Elisa Anika Serena Kalnick, Norman Winston Robinson, Sarita Anita Henry, Maxine Angela Simpson Garvey, Anita Joyce Grant, Sharina Adela Ballantyne, Nicole Siegel Henry Johnson, Michael Audley Lee, thank you. Michael Audley Lee. Congratulations, everyone. Newly commissioned Justices of the Peace, please, after the ceremony, stop by Ms. McKellar's desk to pick up your pins. Next, I will invite Dr. Nicole Cameron to do the introduction of our guest speaker.
The Honorable Ewell Johnson, Custos Rotulorum of St. Mary, Mr. Dwight Powell, Senior Superintendent of Police for the St. Anne Division, and also my friend, Custos Johnson, Mrs. Kimberly Fletcher, the Chairman of the Justices of the Peace of Jamaica for St. Mary, and also this evening's chairpersons for the Justices of the Peace districts, the executive members of the Justices of the Peace of Jamaica St. Mary, other Justices of the Peace who are present, fellow candidates and newly appointed JPs, family members and friends, and well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today, I have the distinguished pleasure of introducing our guest speaker. Marian Wright Elderman had it right when she said, "Service is the rent we pay for being." It is the very purpose of life and not something you do in your spare time. Our guest speaker is a paragon of a life given to service. I speak of Mr. Dwight Powell, the Senior Superintendent of Police for the St. Anne Division. He's a native of Sligoville, St. Catherine, and we are so happy that he transplanted himself to St. Mary. And he has been an enlisted member in the Jamaica Constabulary Force for more than 34 years. And of course, during that time, he has gained substantial experience in policing in various operational and managerial positions. Mr. Powell has benefited from several professional and educational training through various law enforcement entities, and he's a proud graduate of the University of Technology, Jamaica. Mr. Powell has benefited from several promotional advancements through the ranks, and at last was promoted to the rank of Senior Superintendent in June 2021. He's a skillful, tactical, and operational police commander. He has served as commander of several police formations and divisions across Jamaica, including previously serving as police commander for St. Mary, Trelawney, and St. James. He currently serves as the Senior Superintendent of the St. Anne Police Division since January 2021. He's an ardent Christian and senior elder in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And of course, he is engaged in numerous social activities at the community and religious levels. He's happily married and a proud father of one adult daughter. He passionately continues to serve the country of Jamaica and lives by the motto, "Higher than the human thought can reach is God's ideal for his children." Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming our guest speaker, Superintendent of Police, Mr. Dwight Powell.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cameron. Let me just use a protocol that have been established by my good friend, Brigadier Errol Johnson Custos Rotolorum for the parish of St. Mary. Your chairperson this afternoon, Ms. Fletcher, for the chair for the Justice of the Peace Association for the parish of St. Mary. It is indeed my distinct privilege and pleasure to be with you this afternoon. And I will not be long, so you can time me for about 15 minutes. So in the 15 minutes, there's nobody up here to pull my coattail. So I'll take my cue and I'll step down in 15 minutes. Miss Yusi, good to see you. And so many of you inside this room would have been acquainted with me. I started, well, this was my second division in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So having graduated, went to Kingston, served a little while. Then back in 1991, I was transferred here for the first time. So I did here twice, all right? So I came back after I left as a sergeant. I came back in 2014 as the commanding officer for this parish. And so I know the length and breadth of this parish, and I know many of you that are inside here and those who have been commissioned. Just want to use the opportunity to express my sincere congratulations on your appointment as Justice of the Peace. Put your hands together for them. All right, but I have just a few things to say to you. But I just want you to know that as you enter the arena of Justice of the Peace, it's an arena that you will not graduate from easily. It's an arena that the demand of your service will be high in demand. And let me just say to you that the qualification that you have behind your name as JP now, many people use it as insignias of badge of honor qualification, but it means that the work has only just begun for you. And you're called to a higher honor in terms of your social relation, your conduct within society. You will be judged more severe than any of the people in Jamaica. So you're called upon to act with discretion, with honor, with respect, with the proper decorum. When you get, especially in the public sphere, you are into a life where society will be looking on you with greater expectations. And so as expectations come your way, it behooves you that when you get in the public space, you temper your arguments. So you can't be, as ordinary people, Custos, just saying everything that comes to your mind. You will have to temper what you say in the public space because you will be judged. The cohort of 400 plus justices of the peace for the parish of St. Mary will be judged by your conduct. So we are anticipating that you will wear the honor very well. And so I will talk to you along that line. I'll give you a little bit of history as it relates to your appointment as Justice of the Peace. But permit me just to start with an anecdotal story. And so I used this sometime last week. So if you were in that audience, then pardon me. All right, so the king of the jungle, and you know who is that? So the lion was very hungry one day. And he said to the slice of the forest, you know who is that? And that's the fox. He said to the fox, listen to me, if you don't get me something to eat, then I'm gonna eat you. So the fox went to the dumbest of the animal kingdom, which is the donkey. And he said to the donkey, lion want to crown your king. So come with me, we're going to crown your king today. So when he went in there, he was very honored to be crowned the king of the forest. And so we are told that the lion caught him and he hit off his 2 big ears. But he managed to escape. And when he caught up with the fox, he said to the fox, how could you carry me to the den of the lion, knowing that the lion would eat me? So the fox said to him, you see, we want to put the crown on your head, but the hairs was preventing the crown. So we had to take your hairs. All right, so the fox managed again to convince this donkey, and he took him back to the realm of the lion. This time, we are told that the lion ate off his tail. So the lion only got his, so by now the 2 ears is gone, the tail is gone. But he managed to escape Custis. And as he escaped, he caught up again with the fox. And he says, well, you tricked me. You tricked me the second time. How could you allow the lion to be eating me? So the fox said to him, you see, we want you to sit on the throne, and your tail was preventing you from sitting on the throne, so we have to take your tail. So he convinced him again, and he brought him back to the realm of the lion. This time, the lion managed to properly kill him. All right? So the lion said to the fox, clean him up. Take his heart, his liver, and his kidney. And you can do whatever you want with the other part. Just give me those 3 parts. So we are told that the fox brought back everything to the lion, as was said. And the lion asked the fox, where's the brain? And the fox replied to the lion, those who don't have no brain don't deserve to live. I'll get back to that story in a little while. Ponder it. I'll get back to it in a little while. Just ponder it for me. And so the justices of the peace was first introduced by King Edwards sometime in the 14th century. Sometime in the 14th century, they had social issues that was affecting the English domain. And so they had introduced this noble system. It was brought to other territories in the English realm, and it started off from then. In the 17th century, sometime there about when the New World, America, emerged, it was brought over to America, and they used it to transcend social issues and to bridge moral gaps in terms of bringing people to moral standard and good conduct. And so the justice of the peace system have been an entrenched system, one that is respected by both kings and paupers. And so it is a system that you have been invited into. And so why am I saying this? Sometime in the 17th century, sometime when my organization started, 1716, thereabout, we, the police, reported to justices of the peace. And we started out in 2 parishes, the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew. And our job at that time was to keep watch by day and night. So we were instructed by the justices of the peace, so the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew, to ensure that law and order was maintained in the city. And so it was that kind of relationship that exists between the justices of the peace and then the night watchman system, which the police force was referred to at that time. Of course, the police force was paid through public purse, and it was the justices of the peace that administered the payment of law enforcement official back then, 1716. So we transcend from 1716 into 1865, where we had the infamous Morant Bay Rebellion. So the Morant Bay Rebellion tests the resolve of the little force that we had operating in Kingston and St. Andrew. And they saw the need to expand the night watchman system. So they created the Jamaica Constabulary Force back in 1867. So just giving you a little bit of history. The relationship between the police and the justices remain an unbroken relationship since then. And so it has been a unique fellowship in terms of working relationship. So where are we at today? So the justices have transcended and the role of the JP has been extended. And so we have come to our time where we are having a lot of social issues of crime and violence. And seeing that I'm in church, I occupy a pulpit a lot of time, and so I feel like I want to preach, but I will refrain myself from preaching. But I'll draw, seeing that I'm in the pulpit, a text from a minor prophet by the name of Amos. And you can write it down, so I don't have my Bible with me, but Amos chapter 5 and verse 24. Amos asks a question after he listed a litany of social ills. So at that time in Israel, so Amos operated when you had the major prophet, people like Isaiah and Jeremiah. So he was just the contemporary for those major prophets. So he was not one of those highly exalted prophets, so they call him a minor prophet. And so the litany of complaint that was happening at that time, a lot of injustices. People were doing their own things. They were coming to the temple to offer their burnt offering. So Amos says that, listen to me, God will not accept all those burnt offering. What God wants in Amos 5:24 is that righteousness must flow down like a mighty fountain, and judgment must flow like the river. So what we want in terms of justice is that it must be like a mighty fountain. And so the cry of today, every cry that we're here today, even when people protesting for water, what they cry, I want what? What they want? I want justice. So if the school principal Custos marked the paper incorrectly, the children want what? It's justice. But justice cannot exist unless you have righteousness. All right? So the Bible tells us again that righteousness exalteth a nation, but what? Sin is a reproach to any people. And so what your role is saying, your role must promote justice, it must promote righteousness, it must promote peace. So there is a relationship that exists between justice and peace. You cannot have one without the other. All right, so you cannot have justice without peace. So it is justice that fosters peace and righteousness that fosters justice. So your role as justice of the peace. And let me tell you, in today's society, the fact that I have served here, I know the social culture of St. Mary, as far as back to Portland where I served, and now in St. Anne, where I'm serving for the second time. So I did St. Mary twice, did Portland once, and I'm in St. Anne for the second time. So the social culture of this region, when compared to the other section of Jamaica, is the most peaceful of all the sections in Jamaica. When we aggregate the crime situation for Portland, St. Mary, and St. Anne, which we classified as Era 2 in policing, we are accounting for less than 6% of the national average when we compare the major crime. Our country, Jamaica, we have been seeing over 1,000 murders for over 18 years now. And so sometimes we do a little above the 1,000 mark. Last year, we finished with 1,496 murders, and we thought that that was good. But it is a country that is soaked in the blood of our people. And as a nation, we need to fix those socio-economic and social cultural issues. And how will we fix those? It is the role that you will play in your society. I have seen where Custos have aligned you to the 11 police station that we have in St. Mary. Means that your job is a 24-hour job. So when we call you at dead of night to allow us to, Ms. UC, take what we call a caution statement from a suspect in a crime situation. Because you see, the natural justice of every person must prevail. All right, so the law says every person is innocent until they are proven guilty. So even taking a statement from a suspect that they want to volunteer to incriminate themselves, we'll have to stop them from incriminating themselves because the Constitution guarantees them that right. So we'll have to call one of you to sit with him to advise him or her of his right not to incriminate themselves. And so we continue to take the statement to put them in before a court of law for the law to have its course. So as you are commissioned in your role, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So it's not just the accolades behind your name, but it's a lot of work, hard work. In St. Anne, where I'm serving, we have over 500 plus justices of the peace. And so last week I was at their installation service where they installed 38 persons about last week, Wednesday. And so here we are today again, commissioning 33 of you on the 400 plus role that we have in St. Mary. The job that is required from you is one that you will promote peace and harmony within the society. We are a society now that is prone to conflict, and so we want people to assist us with conflict mediation, domestic dispute resolution. And so those are serious roles that you are called upon to play. You're called to work alongside the premier law enforcement agency in Jamaica to assist us in ensuring that this nation remain a viable nation. So I did say 15 minutes, so I'm nearing there now. All right, so the moral of that story, and I'll close with another one. The moral of the first story with the lion, the facts, and let us call him a jackass for the time being, because he's a stupid animal. He lost his life because he didn't engage his brain. Now, as justice of the peace, your brain must always be in motion. So think before you put those signatures and those passport form, because those seals that you have in those envelopes, those are serious seals. So when you stamp a document, it is supposed to be authentic. And so ensure that you employ your brain in motion. And so many persons, some justice of the peace have been decommissioned, and some are heading to prison, Custos, because they allow friends to lead them down in the wrong pathway. So they are signing for people who they have not known for any period of time. Don't allow that to happen to you. Do your proper due diligence as it relates to putting your signature on a piece of paper, because when you do that, it is your reputation that will be there to be questioned. And so I am not an official JP, but I am a notary public. So from time to time, I am called in my official capacity to be certified. But don't you ever do it because somebody impresses you with their facial feature. Take the moral high ground and do what is right. Because when your signature is there, it is you that will be called into question. So employ your brain. God give you the brain to use, and you must use it properly. So the head where the brain resides is not just to carry load. Employ your brain. Don't become like the donkey. And so I close with this one now. So the first time I heard about the tsunami, it was somewhere in Asia. And so the tsunami is a big wave that erupt from the sea because of a volcanic eruption under the sea, they say, in short, layman terms. And so this little district in Asia was having this tsunami for the first time. There was a man on the hilltop, and he saw the sea in turbulence. The sea was rising. The whole people said to him, whenever you see the animal in flight, take note. So the animals start to move past him and were seeking higher ground. Birds were flying overhead. And so he listened to the dictate of the whole people. And so he started, he was tending to his rice paddy on the hillside. And what he did was very remarkable. So he set his rice paddy on fire. And when he set the rice on fire, so Dunkley, my church brother, it says that the villagers ran with haste to assist him to hold the fire in his rice. And in doing so, as they went on the hilltop, the wave came in, and those who went to assist were saved. They were all alive. But those who were selfish and didn't help were taken away by the tsunami. The moral of that story is that in the company of you all, when one is in need of help and you converge to help, you will find safety in the company of that one. So as you are commissioned to serve as new justices of the peace for the parish of St. Mary, and I understand that your reach will extend island-wide. So you're assigned to St. Mary, but like the police, you have island-wide authority. Use that authority with justice, with righteousness, with diligence, with proper respect for those whom you serve, and know that you are a call to a higher ground as it relates to moral behavior and accountability. From myself and my team in St. Anne, we wish you all the best as you are embarking on this period of service. May the Lord continue to have his blessing upon you.
There is no justice if there is no what? Righteousness. Thank you, Senior Superintendent of Police and Ann Division, Mr. Dwight Powell, for those two beautiful stories. The first one is the donkey, the fox, and the lion, right? And what was the more of that story? Using your brain. And the second one was what? The tsunami, right? And what was the more of that one? Being selfless, right? Thank you so much. Next, we will invite Mr. Kevon Johnson to give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Whoa. I have always said I don't like to get caught in this time giving the vote of thanks, because that person normally is tasked with remembering everybody and also making sure persons do not say, I want to go home or I want to go for refreshments. So you must be quick. I'll do my best in the circumstance. So I have been given a most important responsibility this evening. It is my distinct pleasure to have been asked to give the vote of thanks at such a momentous occasion. I must take this opportunity to thank God for giving us such a lovely day and for allowing us to be alive. Custos Rolotorium Brigadier, Honorable General Errol Johnson, and his team did an excellent job allowing this to be short and spicy. I believe we are on time. I also would like to make mention of Miss Kimberly Fletcher, Justice of the Peace, who is the chairperson of the Justices of the Peace of Jamaica in St. Mary, and our chairperson this evening. Thank you for doing an able job, ma'am. I would also like to make mention in relation to today's events, Mrs. Maureen Cunningham Johnson and Mr. Donray Fielding, along with the Northgate Youth and Family Development Foundation, Miss Shenora Graham, and also Sherry Sims Brown, Justice of the Peace. To the family members and well-wishers of our newest Justices of the Peace for supporting and being such a wonderful audience, we also thank you. And I have saved the best for last, sir. I don't know if you remember me, but when you came to St. Mary in 2014, I would have just started to practice in St. Mary as well. And so we have not clashed at all, but we have met in a different forum. I have taken your advice. Free advice is always good. And I promise on behalf of myself and my class that we will make sure we are not jackasses in any way, shape, or form. There is also a token that we would like to give you. Sir, could you join? I'll ask Ms. McKellar to hand it to you while I tell you what we have to say. Sir, Senior Superintendent of Police. Yes. Please, on behalf of the Custos of St. Mary, and by extension, all the Justices of the Peace in St. Mary, we thank you and show you our appreciation, not just in words, but with this small token. Thanks for accepting this invitation to revisit us in this parish. You are like one of us. May God continue to bless you. And I must say to all who have made this a wonderful evening, I thank you. God bless you.
At this time, we will invite the Honorable Custos to give a closing remarks.
I thought we had finished. Anyhow, I listened attentively to what SSP had to say. And he mentioned two types of people, the donkey and the fox. And he warned us that we are not to be like donkey. But let me warn you also that there are foxes out there and they're going to try and smart you. And you have to be careful. You have to be a sensible donkey. You know, I experienced one where a JP, not in this parish, he was accused of charging for his signature. But he was doing a simple thing. He was filling out the forms and then sign it afterwards. So he didn't charge for the signature. He charged for filling out the forms. But how do you separate that? So we have to be careful of the fox-like behavior that exists. One of the things that we are working on in St. Mary is our mentorship program, our involvement with our children. You might get nervous or you might ask what I'm talking about. But St. Mary is top of the ladder when it comes on to sexual abuse of our children. And we're afraid to talk about it. I am not afraid to talk about it. And I'm asking you, as adults in our society, to talk to our children because they are like donkeys. And those who are abusing them are the foxes. This is something we cannot tolerate because we are destroying the next generation. It's time we stop saying, what will the children of tomorrow become? It's time we start saying, we are going to determine the future of our country. Let us reach out to our children. I would say to too, we have to be careful these days. I cannot say to you, hug your children. Because next thing you hear that is sexual abuse. We are seeing all the negative things and highlighting them, but we are not using the positive things to make our country better. So many things. And we blame somebody else. We blame others for what is happening. But where do we fit into the entire puzzle? We are also actors in this drama of life. You know, one of the things that my JPs, they come, no, I need my ID. I said, what do you need the ID for? In case the police stop me, I can show the police the ID. I said, but I don't have, as customers, I don't know how many of you know, but as customers, I don't have an ID. So I can't show them as I'm customers. But to every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If a policeman approach you, and in most cases, they're going to approach you in a very social way. It's your reaction that causes things to change. I was coming through from Kingston one night about 10:30. Policeman came up and he stopped me. And he was so tall that he had to bend to look inside the car. When he was finished dealing with me, my wife said to me, say, you need to meet with that policeman again and tell him thanks. Because he is representing Jamaica in a very efficient way. At 10:30 in the night, he was so courteous, so calm. And at the last part of the story, after I found out who he was, and I got some information on him, a few days before that, he had lost his father by some mysterious circumstance. So he was not in a good frame of mind. But he was not a donkey. He was a lion. We need to work as a team, work with each other to make our country better. Your role as a JP, you are no longer an ordinary person. I remember every time I want to do something, I'm reminded, remember you're the Custos, you know. So, oh hell. So remember you're the JP, you know, huh? And we look forward to working closely to make St. Mary, and by extension, Jamaica, the place that we want to live in happily. And I hear the calling about open your doors. You can't sleep with your door open. Close the door, eh? But open it so that your neighbor can see that you are there. Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Custos. Please stand for the national anthem.
Just sing it.
After 3, someone can please start. Who's a good singer in here? Dr. Cameron. Please be my guest. Thank you. You don't have to go on. They can't sing it. One, two, three. Return of Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil bars. Be our light through countless stars. To our leaders, great defenders, grant through wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours for Jamaica, lands we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. Teach us true respect for all. Stern response to duty's call. Strengthen us, we to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us heavenly Father, bring true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be always for Jamaica, Jamaica. Next, we'll have the benediction.
Let's bow our heads for prayer. Lord, we thank you for blessing us with life and for health and for all that you have given unto us. As we go from this place today, Lord, we commit ourselves to you and ask that you will go with us and your grace will rest and abide with us now and forevermore. Amen. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Rev. Before you go, 2 announcements, please. For those who are parked in the front, you will have to leave first. So the others who are parked on the side and the back can exit, okay? Second, refreshments will be served at the Anata Bay Sports Complex that's next to the Anata Bay Hospital. All are welcome to join. Thank you.